Hello all, this is Zoob talking to you. Prior to this recording, I just want to preface this by saying that we were kind of figuring out how to do the remote thing, so I apologize for the discrepancy in quality for this particular series of sessions. Bear with us, we're coming up with stronger alternatives in order to ensure the audio fidelity you've come to know and love. And also, the ignorance as well. So, on with the show.
So, as that train wreck is getting fucking cleaned up out of the ring, up on the Jumbotron registered trademark, we're gonna have our second promo of the evening. And this one comes from Moonshine Jack.
We cut to a back alley, and there's a very audible police siren in the background, like there's a drug bust going on. And Moonshine Jack is just pacing back and forward, wearing, hobo rags. He kicks over a discarded trash can with incredible abandon and fervor. All my years on these streets, fighting, bleeding, scrapping for everything I got, there's always been detractors. People that tell me that I ain't good. I ain't an impact player. Let me tell you something. This so-called flyboy, this man of the skies who would have you think that he's some daring debonair in the skies, that man has never flown a plane in his life. I've seen what's on his desk. It is just like his soul. Empty, hollow, and full of bureaucratic paperwork. Spirit of St. Louis, I'm tired of you keeping my name in your mouth. Every time I hear you on that grand stage, you always have some offhanded and left-handed remark to say about me, what I do, what my passion is about. Just like you have never flown a plane. You have never seen the depths of depravity that is the hardcore circuit. I have bled for the sins of the totality of every audience member. You don't know what it's like to have razor blades carving your backside, day in and day out, the nails scraping on your face, and you have never tasted the bitter end of the midnight run. Let me tell you something about it. I grab your neck. I squeeze it like the pencil-necked piece of crap it is. I pull it tight to my arms. These arms that have tasted barbed wire and baseball bats across the world. I pull it tight. Grab your left arm over my right arm. This arm that's been torn apart by Singapore canes wrapped in thumbtacks and barbed wire. I pull it taut across the small of your back that you have never worked a single day in your life. And then I slam us both face first into the canvas. And the last thing you hear is the crowd, electrified, screaming my name. And I can hear them. And you hear the crowd with like a candlelit vigil.
Moonshine Jack. Moonshine Jack. Moonshine Jack.
They got the smartphones out like the Fireflies. Moonshine Jack. Moonshine Jack. And I can hear him. I can hear him like a chorus of angels. Bloody angels that I have brought with me all my days. But I've got plenty of demons on my side too. And the Midnight Run is one culmination of all the battles I've had to face. From Taiwan to Tokyo. Spirit of St. Louis, I'm going to put you in the Bermuda Triangle for good. Kick over a trash can and scene.
A rabid fan in the crowd is screaming, "The moon shines at midnight."
Oh my god. Alright, speaking of Jack, it's his time. Time to shine. The camera comes back in on the ring. Miraculously, there is a new Spanish announce table.
Well, they actually go to the effort of getting a new one.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving it broken.
Please tell me it's the old one, but taped together.
No, that one is being taped together, but this is the replacement. This is the spare.
I mean, these are just cheap, fold tables with with a cover on them to make them look like they're real announcer tables. So all that gets cleared away, and you see Gorgeous George make his way back into the center of the ring. he kind of pulls out a hanky and, like, dabs the sweat off his bald ass head. It's hard climbing up into that ring when you're a fish person. I mean, when you're old and tired. So,
You're not used to all this air.
Yeah, all this rare air.
Yeah.
All right. The
I
following
haven't
match will be a hardcore match. And in this corner, on the way to the ring, hailing from the back roads of Appalachia, weighing in at 164 pounds, Moonshine Jack D.
You see a more focused and a more determined and a much more haggard, and which, you know, the audience thought that was impossible, but here we are. Moonshine Jack wearing like 3 layers of like trench coats that are all tattered by like, you know, by moths and all sorts of stuff. And he's wearing like war paint, like Highlander, like William Wallace-esque war paint. And he's got like a gas mask over him, like one of those like heavy duty like special forces. And you see painted on it, picture of an airplane crossed out. He gets to the ring and he steps forward, he pulls the mic from Gorgeous George, who I'm assuming is still in the ring.
Yeah, he's there. Yep.
He looks at Gorgeous George and just moves it away. Let me speak on this! And the crowd kind of goes silent. St. Louis, I'm tired of you keeping your name in my mouth. And he pauses, waits, realizes that he fucked it up. My name in your mouth.
You're carrying on a feud. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Every time you gotta speak something, you always have to bring me up. If you bring me up, then I'm gonna bring you out. Who the hell am I even fighting in this stupid match?
George, like, walks over to you, takes the mic back, like, clears his throat imperiously. And in this corner, stops and, like, looks at you, scowls, and gestures towards the corner you're supposed to be in.
I start going to it, but, like, I kind of do the whole, like, fingers to eyes, like, I'm watching you if you're not with me or against me type of deal.
And in this corner, he points to the opposite corner, on the way to the ring, from New York, New York, Matt Grappler.
Oh boy.
God damn it.
Coming down to the ring, there's just like, I mean, if you've seen Chris Masters, you've seen him. He's like this puffed up, Speedo wearing, like, garish boots. Like, he's just a muscly guy. He looks bland. He's never cut a good promo in his life, but he does know how to wrestle a little bit. He comes out to, like, actual Nickelback. And he climbs out of the apron. He does, like, the flare, like, front flip over the ropes, like the one hand on the bottom rope, and then he kind of slowly flips over into the ring. And then he just pulls a few muscle poses.
Can I take this opportunity to blindside him?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah, I just start pounding him. Big old clothesline from behind. I pull out a sugar glass, like, beer bottle and just smash it over his head.
Yeah.
And just start putting the boots to him.
Okay, alright, so yeah, you lay into him. Are you going to hit a spot on that, or are you just piling on him right now?
Oh, I'm just piling on him right now.
You wail on him. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Give me something fancy.
I'm going to break the bottle over his head, and I'm going to attempt to drive the sugar glass edges into a vulnerable area of his forehead. You know, make it look good.
Alright, that sounds like hardcore violence to me. You're going to try and get some blood on this one.
Yep.
Plus real.
Yep. Got an 8.
Oh, also, who wants to be the announcer on this one? It cannot be the Spirit of St. Louis.
Fuck!
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Are you going to be Crocbot, or are you going to be someone else? You could be Maven if you want.
I don't know.
That's fine. We can keep the train going in the meantime. Alright, so the crowd pops.
Yeah.
And Matt Grappler is going to gain control in this one. And you get to pick one.
Yeah.
Someone gets injured, you gain +2 momentum, or you gain +1 heat.
Do I get to choose who gets injured?
Yes, you do get to choose.
I choose him as he tries to grapple me. He grabs my chest, and it's just covered in glass. I'm wearing the glass Kevlar.
All right, so he's definitely bleeding. It looks already like this might not be the longest, but we'll see where it goes. He does get control. You plant some combos on him and drive him down, curls into a ball for a minute.
Yeah.
But eventually you kind of stand up straight to work the crowd.
Yeah.
And he, rolls onto his belly and hooks your leg to take you down and tries to put you in a leg submission hold.
Okay.
Are you going to spend a momentum to interrupt, or are you going to let it happen?
Do I have any momentum?
Yes, you should have some momentum to start with, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2 momentum.
I think it was 2, yeah.
I'm going to spend 1 to do a really gnarly, awkward escape.
Okay. Alright, so you scramble away. Yeah, he tries to hook you into an ankle breaker. You kick him in the face, scramble out of it.
Alright, I am going to invoke my That Is Insane. When I demonstrate reckless disregard for your own health and safety, substitute real for any other stat. As I avoid his leg lock, I get up and I penalty kick him right in the face.
Oh, shit.
And as he's writhing, I go up to the top rope and I go for a 5-star frog splash.
Okay.
With the glass Kevlar on me, so hence That Is Insane.
Oh my god, yep, okay.
Alright, I get to roll real on this. I'm going to spend my last momentum to make that a success.
You don't have to.
Yeah, Lid can put you over on this
Oh,
one.
yes! Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. A girl of can't be more than 19 all but shoulder charges whoever's at the announcement table. And
Puff goes flying.
He was just sleeping at the announce table. He wasn't even calling the match, he bleeping there.
Sleeping, passed out.
They actually never picked him up from his match. He's been there the whole fucking time.
My god! Moonshine Jack just put all of his hardcore self on top of classic wrestler Matt Grappler! It's finally starting. This could be history in the making, folks.
Alright.
I do the Rob Van Dam roll-off, sell my chest.
I'm so hurt.
Yeah.
You roll off and, thrash about like a fish.
Yeah. Yep.
And Matt is in bad shape.
Cool.
But, yeah, that puts you over, so it's the same options as last time. One of the options is gain 2 momentum. I probably would recommend that.
Yeah, doing that.
Alright, the crowd pops again. They're going nuts. There's blood all over the ring. Matt heroically rises to his feet.
Incredible.
And,
he hasn't had enough yet.
the crowd, who's generally never been impressed by this dude before, kind of hushes a little bit. And, as you finish your fish flopping, he just walks up next to you and just curb stomps you on the head. Just, boot down onto your head.
Yo!
Awesome.
He stops you. He's pissed. There's blood all over his chest. There's blood all over his face. He's gonna take a knee next to you, grab you in your, matted hair, and just rub your face in glass. And I'm gonna give you control again.
Cool.
What school of technique is this? I love it.
As he, pulls my head up for the next wash, I look at him, and there's, a manic look in my eyes. I fucking enjoy it.
Yes.
No.
The character reveal.
The moon is shining.
Character reveal. He's a sadomasochist.
Matt kind of pauses,
and I look at him and I laugh, and I pull out a pair of brass knucks wrapped in barbed wire, and I just go to town on him.
Oh my god!
I look at the crowd and I pantomime for a brewski because it's time for the midnight run.
Oh shit!
Yes, folks, it's happening. The moon shines at midnight.
So you start to set up for the midnight run.
Yeah.
And I'm going to introduce my twist into this match.
Oh.
Socks, I need you. The Spirit of St. Louis, who is currently feuding with Jack and perpetually afraid of Matt Grappler. He's not going to interrupt the match, but he's going to make his presence. He's going to come down that ramp, and he's going to come down to ringside and make his presence known. So can you help me out with that?
And that will somehow, cast a spell on the wrestlers as they're distracted by the guy on the outside for 30 seconds when they're interrupted.
Yes.
Alright, yeah. So, is my intro playing?
Your intro can play, or it cannot play. It's up to you.
All right, so I'm just gonna say, rather than the full intro while the match is going on, the lights are gonna go down and the plywood plane is gonna just block around the ring.